I love riding motorcycles. It's one of my favorite hobbies. However, in the back of my mind, I think I'm always concerned about safety. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's Garage. Today we're talking about the Helite Airbag Vest. Now, I want to point out right up front, Helite is not paying me to make the video. They didn't sponsor the video. But after reaching out to Helite, we started some discussions and they did send me this electronic computerized airbag vest to test and review and to talk to you about. Now, I got interested in this vest after my friend Dale, who is an MSF instructor. Some of you have seen Dale in some of my videos. He has one of these identical vests. The only difference is his is what's called a mechanical trigger. And he's a big believer in airbag technology and thinks it really can mitigate the danger of riding a motorcycle and prevent injury or worse. So there's a lot of evidence out there right now to suggest that these airbag vests and airbags on motorcycles, Dale also has an airbag model Honda Goldwing. There's a lot of evidence now starting to accumulate to show that these things really do make a difference. So I reached out to Helite to see if there might be an opportunity for me to talk about this on this YouTube channel. I've been testing this vest now for the last couple of weeks. I just returned from a 750-mile road trip when I went out to West Texas, and I rode this on the way. I wanted to see what it felt like riding with this vest. It was about 95 degrees at the hottest. I will tell you from a comfort perspective, it is a little heavy. You do feel it, but it's not intrusively heavy. But it does block some of your airflow. If you're wearing a mesh jacket, it will block some of that airflow. So I did notice a little bit more heat. I feel like the safety from the vest overcomes that discomfort, if that makes any sense. Now, it's important when you wear an airbag vest like this Helite vest. We're going to talk more about the mechanics of how this thing works, but you have to wear it over. It's designed to be ridden over a riding jacket like I've got on, this Olympia jacket. The Helite vest is made from a very tough Cordura material. I chose the high-vis yellow. They also make this same vest in a black. I prefer to be more visible. And the vest has a lot of reflective material built in, so it's highly reflective. So if you ride in the dark or in rain, you will be seen better wearing this vest. Now the vest has a CO2 cartridge, and this one is an electronic vest, has a computer, totally autonomous. So you get on the bike, you turn the vest on, it would detect if you come off the motorcycle, and within 80 milliseconds, it can inflate the airbags in this vest. Dale has the exact same vest, but his is a mechanical trigger. This one's electronic and computerized. With Dale's, you have a tether that you connect to your motorcycle, and if you come off the motorcycle, that tether will pull a release and it will pop and force this vest to inflate. We actually did a test out in the parking lot one day at our normal monthly breakfast where Dale demonstrated how this vest inflates. So I'll show it to you now.
To detect crash, it inflates in just a little over 3 parts of a second. I mean, really quick. It takes about 20 pounds of pull on this to set it off. Anybody want to pull it?
I am not pulling this straight.
I was going to say, my grandpa used to ask me.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Wow.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Now watch, it blows this way. Wow.
That's some force.
It's really tight. Hand on my back.
Oh, damn. That's super. That's the Helite.
50 times more protection than just a backpack, a CET.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It also It also protects the neck because
So as you can see, it takes a pretty good tug to inflate that vest. But if you came off the motorcycle, it would obviously provide that level of pull on the tether. This one, however, is totally electronic. Now, there's advantages to each one of these. The advantage to the mechanical trigger like Dale has is, number one, it's less expensive. And I believe it's about $100 more for the electronic version like I've got. So that's one advantage. You do save some money. The second advantage is you don't have to remember to turn it on. You just basically plug in the tether and you're good to go. The third advantage would be you don't have to remember to recharge it. There's nothing to recharge with the mechanical trigger. The advantage of the electronic or the computerized vest that I've got is that you don't have to have a tether on your motorcycle. You just basically get on and ride. But you do have to remember to turn the vest on. It's very simple. There's a little spot here on the front. You press it 3 times. You basically triple click this button. And you can see it comes on instantly, has a green flashing light to let you know it's running. Now, another advantage to the mechanical vest that Dale has is you wouldn't have to ever worry about the battery running out. If the battery dies in the vest, it's not going to do you any good. Now, I tested this on that road trip. I had it about 6 hours on the way out, about 6 hours on the way back. So I've run it, and I wore it today to breakfast. In total, it's run about 14 hours. And I did not recharge it, and it still was charged. So it still had plenty of life. On a road trip, I would think a multi-day trip, you're probably going to have to take the little charging cable with you. They do give you a USB connector to charge this, so it's very simple. Any USB-A port, and you can charge the vest. Now, when I first received the vest, I charged it, and it did take a few hours to fully charge it from right out of the box. So probably you'll want to let this charge overnight if you're on a multi-day road trip. Now, the vest is very easy to put on and off. It has these 3 little clip buckles, and these can be adjusted. You could basically pull out the Velcro here, and these little straps can be extended or tightened to fit you more securely. There's also a little pocket here, which is waterproof. Now, it's very small. I'm not sure what you would use this for because it's a pretty small pocket. You can maybe put a key or something in there. Now, to charge the unit, there's basically a zipper on this front side next to the canister. That's where the battery is. And it has a little barrel style connector that comes out, and you plug it into your USB cable and it charges. So now the obvious question is, what happens if you do come off the motorcycle and this airbag does deploy, and it does protect your chest, your back, your neck, other areas, even pelvis, it provides some protection. What happens if when you need to repack it, recharge it? One of the big advantages of the Helite vest compared to some other airbag vests that I have tested and reviewed, on those vests, you have to send them in to the company to have them repacked, recharged, and it's a few $100s to do that. With the Helite vest, you can replace the cartridge at home. They sell replacement cartridges. I know they're under $100. They might even be under $50 to replace that CO2 cartridge. So one of the big advantages of the Helite vest is that you, on your own, can return this back to normal and ready to ride without having to send it off and wait for it. Now, I did work a deal with Helite where, as an affiliate now, you can save 10% off of a Helite vest if you use the link that I put in the description of this video. It's also cruisemansgarage.com/airbag. That will take you to the Helite website where you make a purchase, you will save 10%. And it does help support the channel as well. So I'm just curious, have you ever worn an airbag vest? What do you think of the concept? Put these thoughts in the comments down below. I'd like to know. I have had broken ribs, not from a motorcycle accident. I just fell in a rainforest one time and I broke a couple of ribs. Extremely painful. Took several weeks to recover from it. I couldn't ride my motorcycle for several weeks because it just hurt too bad to get on and off the bike. Those of you that have a broken rib, you know what I'm talking about. And I was 10 years younger at the time. As we get older, our bodies don't heal like they did when we were in our 20s and our 30s and our 40s. The older you get, I think it's even more important that you focus on these types of devices to help keep you safe. So if you could prevent having broken ribs, forget a major injury, broken ribs can be a major injury too. They can lead to pneumonia and all kinds of complications. I'm a big believer now in the Helite vest. I plan on wearing this when I ride every time. I wore it this morning when I rode to breakfast. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you have any questions that I can maybe answer for you? Thank you for joining me today on Cruiseman's Garage. And remember what I always say, ride often, but ride safe.